from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Jalen Hurts and the Cleveland Browns taking on Sam Darnold and the Buffalo Bills.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. For Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw here hauled in by Cup. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again to Henry. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Bills send the punter out. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Play action. Here's Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
He'll buy some time right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Touchdown! Van Jefferson. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. Bust through the tackle. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 2nd down and 4. Faking the give, Darnold. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
2nd and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional run. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. J.J. Watt that time, able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. On 3rd down, Henry. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And he will find his man Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Open space inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of of the first half. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it was the Miami Dolphins who are moving on as they were able to take care of the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got one half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now it's Lockett. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. A big reason why they've been so successful. This defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and try to account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deebo Samuel, 74 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now it's Crowder. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on?
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns open the lead up to 34-0. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. Quickly into the hands of Fuller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Darnold completes it, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a throw here, hold in, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab. And the Bills are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Browns drive about to get started. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, they set up the screen for Henry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Bills on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold, airing one out for Crowder. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. Open man here is Conklin. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Darnold now to throw. Man open Blitz cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bills first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Darnold on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on first and goal. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One last throw now for Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we